sure this is working. Oh, it's working.
What communities are your Twitch set up to?
I don't know. Animation, I think, is one of them. Hi.
Oh,
Hi, guys. All right.
I think you should change one of your Twitch communities to be IRL or something.
Yeah. It's too late now. I'll do it next time. How you guys doing? So I'm going to do an animation today, just a quick animation of actually a bonus video. I'm working on interface episode 6, but I'm going to do another bonus video because I think I need more time to work on episode 6. Oops, what am I doing here? Happy Easter. Yes. All right. So how you guys? How's your Easter going? I got my water here. It's gonna dry up again. Emosaur, of course I remember you. Oh shoot, you know what? I forgot to put in the FAQ some of the stuff, but for inspiration kind of stuff, just check out the description because you will see a much better write-up than what I can explain right now. What programs do I use? Well, right now I'm using Photoshop. That's where I start. And I got a program here called Animator Toolbar Pro. It's a plugin. I think it's like 20 bucks, and it saves a lot of time. So I do my animations at 15 frames a second.
Sounding rough. Jesus.
How did YouTube get me here? I don't know. YouTube wants you to come here, you know? That's how it works.
Listen to this dried up grizzly man draw.
Yeah. Hope you're having a nice Easter. I got some Easter eggs over there. You know. So what's my Twitch? I think it's Umami Animations, like all one word. Okay, so I'm going to be drawing a bonus video, like I already mentioned. It's going to be a Teletubbies bonus video. And so there's a few things I have to draw. Basically, in this, I'm not going to give away what the joke is, but I need to draw Tinky Winky, like walking from this side of the room to this, and he will be sitting in a chair. Thank you, username. Hi again. Hope you haven't. Why is your name Umami? It's just a name for meat. I gotta put it into FAQ. This is a question I get a lot. Yes. So what I'm gonna have to do is get a reference image because it's been a while. I have no idea what even really Tinky Winky looks like. So. That's pretty good. It's not gonna look like that. I'm gonna just base it off the original, obviously. So this one maybe. I'll just put him into the photo. Oh shoot, what's going on here? Just copy image, just so I can use him as a reference basically when I draw him. So I will put you over here. Okay, so I'm going to start now. I'm going to get this going here. It takes me a while to get going sometimes. Well, actually, you know, the first thing I should do is draw his like living room because he's inside his house in this video. So this is Teletubbies room. Like, I don't know, what does it look like inside? Oh, okay. So this kind of looks like that, I guess. Oh, yeah. All right, so I guess I'll use that as kind of the background. It's kind of cool, actually. All right, so are you still making McBlanks? What do you mean McBlanks? Like McDonald's videos? What's a Teletubbies screen stomach? What will the Teletubbies stomach show? Well, actually, that's part of the kind of the joke, so I don't want to give it away. So I will draw the Teletubbies today, but I will not draw what happens because I don't want to ruin it. You know, it's only a 30-second video, even though they took me quite a while to make. So right now, I guess I'll start working on the background here. And probably have to fix this up later. But thanks, Jackson. I love you too, Lord Alvin. What are your thoughts on the competition on Discord? Oh, what are your thoughts? Oh, I'm actually surprised. A lot of people. There's way more entries than I thought we would get. I mean, just kind of did it for fun, but it seems like there's a lot of people in there. I'm gonna have to go through them all. I've seen most of them, I think. Some of them look almost like something I would almost draw myself. Like, you know, they're using the same colors and I'm impressed with the entries. By the way, if anyone hasn't entered yet, there is a competition on the Discord, and you can win a T-shirt basically from Amazon, like a interface T-shirt, and you basically just have to draw like a character that would exist in the interface series. That's it. You can do anything you want, really. And then there's going to be 2 votings. One's going to be done by me and Carolina, and the other is going to be a community vote. And there will be 2 winners, and they will both win a T-shirt from Amazon. So if you guys are still interested, it closes on April 6th. Just kind of a fun thing to do, I guess. We got nothing else to do. What is the name of the pink monster from Interface? His name's he doesn't really actually have a name yet. He's got nicknames. He's got 2 nicknames, I guess. He's got Mischief and Big Smile, I guess, but they're not really like official names. I just haven't come up with like a real name yet, you know. So hello, Ismabai. I love you too. I'm acknowledging your existence. Sorry guys if I don't see everyone's chat here. There's a lot of people here today. 53 people. The Discord is if you go to my channel about page, you'll see a link to the Discord. You should see it there. Since the Teletubbies' son's face is a baby, will the son still have a baby face after I don't know how many years? Oh man, I haven't drawn the face of the baby I haven't that wasn't part of the animation, but if there is a son in here, if I decide to put one in, maybe I'll draw him as like an old man or something, or like this middle-aged man, because I don't know, the baby's probably pretty old right now. I wonder if that guy uses it on his resume, you know, like he was the face of the son on Teletubbies if he's still acting. um, what inspired you to this art style, basically? Art style, I don't know. There's some animators on YouTube like Red Pilot Sun. I really like the pixelated kind of like crappiness of the drawing, intentional crappiness. You know what I mean? So it's a good way to kind of like mask the flaws in my own animation while also somewhat looking kind of funny just because it's not done like traditionally correct. You know what I mean? Um, but the colors and stuff and the compositions are, I guess, just kind of based on what I would have done in a painting because I do some painting as well. So a mixture of a few things, I guess. And Dave Firth's animations, salad fingers and stuff. What is your favorite video game of all time? Um, oh, I guess another. Well, have you guys played Full Throttle from like 1995? It's like a click-based game, and that's one of the inspirations for the art style as well. It's kind of like this like really pixelated look to it. Um, for video games, I really like this game called Shenmue and Shenmue 2, which was released on Dreamcast. Those are probably my favorite ones. I think they're making a third one right now. Like they did a Kickstarter or something, and they raised like $1 million. So I'm gonna be buying that when that comes out. It might be a couple of years though. Also, The Witcher 3 was pretty fun, and the new one that they're making, Cyberpunk 2070 or whatever it's called, or that looks pretty cool. I haven't played it, obviously, it hasn't come out, but I mean, I feel like it's probably gonna be one of my favorites when it comes out. Um, I want to try to make a joke about animation of the series as an anime. You can, yeah, if you want to, go ahead. I mean, I'm cool with people remaking, using the characters and stuff. I'm not uptight about that stuff. You want to make a joke or something or a meme, whatever, I'd love to see it. So, uh, love your art style so much. Unique, pixelated mischief. And yeah, well, thank you, Victorians. Full Throttle is dope. Yeah, they remade that game and they like cleaned it up and they made it like look like a flash animation. And honestly, it looks good, but like at the same time, I'm just like part of the appeal. I feel like was like how pixelated and crappy like the edges of everything looked in the original anyway. But I don't know, maybe it's just me. That the cleaned up version is on Steam. I don't know if the old version actually works on computers anymore. I mean, maybe it does. PC maybe. Uh, the Teletubbies are about 20 years old now, and the baby is able to drink. I wonder if the baby like turned up to be like a chav or something. Like, isn't he from like the UK? He's probably like a hooligan or something. Maybe he's like, I don't know. Who knows? They only probably filmed him one day and just used his footage for the rest of the series. So I think pretty much whatever it was probably pretty quick for him. Okay, looks like I got enough of an outline there. I don't know if I'm going to draw this door right here because there's a reason. Turns out the baby was female, eh? When did the stream start? I just started like 10 minutes ago. So if you're just joining, oh, you know what? I should put an announcement on Discord, like a link. Well, actually, I already did. Let me just do it real quick. I'm not very good at like promoting myself on different platforms. Oh, so, okay. Big H already posted it for me. Thank you, Big H. I don't know if you're in the stream. I don't know what your name is, but in the stream. Nice MS Paint skills, though. Thank you. So it's not MS Paint. I'm using Photoshop because if I used MS Paint, I'd probably like jump out a window. It would have been too difficult. Um, Harrison O'Neill. Are you the? Are you Big H? I think you are, aren't you? I can't tell because of the. This breaks all the immersion. Damn it. Yeah. So I'm working on episode 6 of Interface. I got a couple parts of it done already. But like I said, I need some more time to figure out because usually like it doesn't. It's just kind of surreal, right? But there is sort of a story arc that I'm trying to build, and sometimes I need to like I might actually need to hire some like a voice actor for one section of it. So it will come out probably soon. I just do these bonus videos kind of like so my channel doesn't look like it's dead in between episodes. You know what I mean? And I think the bonus videos they're quite popular because they're short. So they're a good way to bring in new people. Um, okay, so this is getting close. Once I remove the background image, I might do some of my own changes to the background. It kind of restricts me sometimes when I'm looking at what I have to draw. It's supposed to be like interpretive, so I might turn it off now. Yeah, so that's kind of like what their place looks like. Do you make your own music? Oh, Harrison, you're a big H, okay. Do you make your own music? Yes, it's all done in Logic. So on my, oh shit, oh, okay, wrong layer. I got an old MacBook Pro from like 8 years ago, and that's what I use for my music. And it's been working, still works, and but I don't really know how to use any Windows DAWs, I guess, besides Audition, but that's not really a music program, is it? And Logic is pretty cheap, so nowadays anyway, it's like they brought down the price a couple years ago. So if you have an old MacBook or something, you can still make music on like an old computer. It doesn't really take that much resources, I try to read all the messages. Sometimes I miss them, so if there's something you really want me to get at, just make sure you write it twice if I haven't said it already. Okay, so do you know about Jack Stober? He is on the rise right now. Yes, I've actually seen his channel quite a while ago, like I say like 4 or 6, a while ago, like kind of like when I started. I've seen some of his stuff, but yeah, it's been pretty popular. I think he does his stuff in like MS Paint. I don't know if he uses Photoshop, which I mean I've never actually used MS Paint to animate with, but I can imagine it's probably just like really tedious and kind of time consuming. There's so many things in Photoshop that it's just like the layers here. Like sometimes you can put certain effects that affect everything, and I don't know if I'd be able to do it in MS Paint. Do you intend to release your music? So I'm guessing you're referring to the interface stuff? Yes. So right now it's a Patreon reward. If all the music and interface hasn't been released yet, it's like a reward on Patreon. But when I finish the season, I will release probably a CD for like a couple bucks or something. And but for now, right now it's a Patreon reward because I don't have enough to make an album, and I kind of want to release it as like a soundtrack album, And it would only make sense when everything's finished too. So probably after season 1. Even if, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to do multiple seasons, but we'll see. Why are you not using CC Animate? Um, I don't know if you can get the pixelated look in CC Animate. That's the thing, because it's all done in vectors, isn't it? So I haven't actually used it before. I mean, I did actually use Adobe, like a Flash animator a long time ago, and the keyframing and tweening and all that stuff, and it wasn't really my thing. I want to do everything by hand. Like, it kind of gives it a different look, you know? And I'm not a fan of Flash animation in general, just because, I mean, I like animations done in Flash, but like for my own purposes, I I don't know, there's something about it that I'm not crazy about the look. It just looks too clean, you know. Like I don't like how Simpsons are done in Flash now. They used to do it kind of like on cell, and this is still digital what I'm doing, but at least it's like not like tweened animations. You know what I mean? It kind of has that kind of like, I don't know, plasticky kind of feel to it. So that's why I'm not using CC Animate. Um, Also, I just don't know how to use it. To be honest with you, that's probably the main reason. Just confuses me. Um, are you using a mice? Lord Alvin and yeah, I mean they will be released eventually. Um, it's just going to take a while. Because, you know, I got to have some incentive for people to become Patreons. Um, I think I can hear you. Oh, you're right. Oh, sorry. Let me close that. My Discord was on. You can import bitmap too. What's your Twitch name? It's Umami Animations, all one word. I think, yeah, I think that's what it is. Do you do all the voiceovers? I do all of them. Well, there's only one really, which is Mischief. He's the only one who talked yet. But in episode 3, I hired a guy named Philip Hirsch, who does the voice of the Greetings Robotics CEO. And he will be coming back eventually in a later episode. Just not, might be a while, a couple months. I only release one episode a month, really, so. And if you come out with the bonus videos, it's actually a little bit less than that, so. But he'll be back. Do you like chill out lo-fi music? Yeah, pretty much. That's a lot of the stuff I listen to. I have a stream. I mean, I have a playlist on YouTube called Enjoyable Sounds, which is a lot of music I like to listen to. If you guys are interested, I made it public, so it's out there. Is that your Discord or my Discord? I think I closed mine, so now if you, it should just probably be your Discord now. Do you listen to any podcasts? I used to listen to Bill Burr's podcast a lot, but then he just kind of like went on about sports forever, and then his like baby and stuff, which is fine. But personally, that's not why I wanted to listen to him, so I kind of stopped. I used to listen to. That's about it, really. I mean, I didn't really listen to anyone else's podcast. Just sections of Joe Rogan's podcast, but I can't get into the whole thing. What inspired you to animate or become an animator? I used to do like Lego animations a long time ago. So I was kind of always an animator. Like when I was a kid, I used to do them. But then there was a long break where I stopped after I went to university and got a job and stuff. And then started freelancing as an editor. I hadn't really done any animation since then. But then my friend from Halifax was just like, why did you stop making these animations? So I didn't really have a good reason other than laziness. So I guess I don't know. I just started up again. But started afresh. You know, the new channel, Umami channel. do everything new, have a certain unique style, you know, or somewhat unique style. How much does it take you to make a 2 minute long animation? For okay, so for like episode 5, basically, it took me like a month. Like, it sounds like a long time because I'm not working on it every single day. I don't work on it for 8 hours a day either because I got like other work obligations to do until I can do this like full time. But it takes me about a month, yeah, because there's a lot of things, a lot of steps involved, and sometimes I redraw things if I'm not happy how they look. And the 3D stuff, like I have to do the model and SketchUp and stuff, and all the lighting and Cinema 4D. It's it adds up, I guess. What else? Are you still making McDonald's animations? It's not out of the question. I'm only gonna do an animation if I think I got a good idea, you know. And I don't have. Right now, I got a good idea for Teletubbies, but I don't have for McDonald's stuff. So that's why I'm doing this. Is the Discord server only for Patreons? No, anyone can join that. There is a Patreon only like channel. It's not really active, but anyone can join the Discord. And anyone can enter the contest. If you're just joining, there's a contest. T-shirt contest. You just have to draw a character, your own character that would be an interface, and you may win a T-shirt. It's kind of fun, I guess. Okay. I discovered your channel thanks to your video, Thomas the Third Make Your Bomb. Your videos are great. Well, thank you, Lori Elvin. And yeah, I wanted to do these kind of like short bonus videos because they help bring in new people and kind of a broader audience. It's hard to attract people to like an original animation series like Interface because it's like it's slow starting to get into and it may be a little too weird at first. So these little bonus videos help new people show up. And okay, I'm getting close to having the background close to being finished here. Okay, so if I think there was like lights, so I'll turn these into lights. I might change this later. I think these things are like little light bulbs, aren't they? Loli Squatosh. Loli's Squatosh? I can't pronounce your name. I think interface is your best work. Yeah, I think that's the most interesting thing. It's easy to make meme stuff. I mean, well, it's not easy, but it's like it's the interface stuff is more like cerebral, I guess. You have to kind of. That's why it takes me a little bit long too, because sometimes I don't figure out what I want to do with it, like the episodes, and I gotta like plan stuff out. I'm not really that good at planning stuff. Like this kind of stream, I'm really bad at giving people notice, but I just started it. I gave them like an hour's notice. I'm not the best at being planned when it comes to stuff like that. Planning stuff. Okay, so I think there was like lights and stuff on this one. Doesn't have to be exact. Okay. Hey, Dalabut, how you doing? Extra dip. Are you into hallucinogenic drugs? Well, because I'm on YouTube, I cannot answer that question. But the answer is no, not really. I don't really do it. I mean, I've taken marijuana before, but it's not really my thing. Do you only use a limited palette for your swatches? Yeah. I pretty much restrict myself to these colors. It's sometimes if I really, really need a color, I'll add one. Like recently I added this color, which hasn't been any of my animations before. But I'll try to limit the palette because I want it to have like a consistent look, you know, across all the animations. I really needed like this kind of hospital green. I didn't have that color yet, so I had to add it. Do you think there will be a resolution in the Israeli-Palestine conflict? Palestine? That question is too. I have no idea. Obviously, it's a joke why you're asking me that, but these are heavy questions. Can mischief turn into female? I want to know if it could be a good waifu. I mean, technically, he could transform into one. If that's your thing. Plot twist: mischief is a girl. Okay. I wish I could have seen this sooner. Rest in peace. Okay, so this is the Teletubbies house. I think there's like, what is this? Is that a window? What is this? I don't like how I drew that, so I'm gonna restart this. I think it's a window. I don't like how it's like right at the edge of the frame though. Aesthetically not pleasing. You know, I'll make it like a shuttered window because that would make sense in this episode or this bonus video. Does that look like it's a shuttered window? I don't really know. Okay. There. Now over here, I will just put some random shit, like some piping. Just to kind of give the background some detail. I like to put a lot of detail in the background when I can. If you ever watch the Interface series, some of the scenes, like the dark ones especially, I put hidden things, small little details that are in the dark parts of the video that if you pick up on, you might see. Oh, I think it's actually a door. Yeah. Well, whatever. At this point, it doesn't really matter. It's just this is a. How do you make the sound effects in your animations? Because I kind of want to know for maybe my own animations. I use that, so I do it in Logic still. I do everything in Logic for the sound. And Logic has a lot of VST instruments and a lot of effects. And so that's basically how I make the sound effects. I have like a MIDI keyboard that I bought like 6 years ago, and it's got like a modulator on it for pitch shifting and stuff, and you can do some pretty cool stuff with it. So that's where I do my sound effects. Some of the sound effects I use freesound.org and I edit them. Like I use the public domain ones basically, and I just because there's a lot of stuff on there that people put up for free basically, and you can slow them down or pitch shift them or add effects in Audacity. and then combine that with like Logic or whatever audio program you like to use. I try to keep everything as much as possible like original, like from the sound basically. The drawings I use a lot of references, but the sounds I try to keep really unique. Who's your favorite artist, painter wise? Francis Bacon. I don't know. I don't know why. I really like that guy's paintings. Francis Bacon. Have you tried traditional animation? Personally, I find it much more rewarding to produce. I'm guessing you're saying like on paper. I have tried it before, and it is friggin' hard. I can't, and also it would take me forever. I can't do it. It's too much. Not for me. Um, which interface character are you? Take this interactive quiz to find out. Hey, we should do something like that maybe sometime. Not now, because I don't think there's enough characters, but like in the future, we could do something like that. Umami, why don't you have your own category in your Discord? You should totally have one. What do you mean, like my own category? Like just stuff that I post? I mean, the stuff that I post, it's just announcements basically. I try to check out the Discord once in a while, but I can't spend too much time in there because I gotta spend my time animating and stuff. But I do pop in once in a while. I'm really lucky to have a lot of cool fans in there helping out with certain things, and especially the mods have been really helpful. Do you have any vinyl presses of Manhunter? No, I haven't. I don't actually, because well, it would be something I would consider for like a full album, and only if I had pre-orders. Because thing is, I think it's quite expensive to do that, and I've never really been able to sell my music before doing these animations. So like I said, my self-promotion skills is like really not that great, especially when it came to the animations. I mean, no, the music. So I had CD printing, CDs made of my first album a long time ago. I still have like 20 of them. So since then, I haven't done any physical copies of my music, but it would be something I'd be interested in doing if there was like pre-orders. I just don't know how many people are interested. I'm back, looking good, thank you. How many eyes does the pink eye character have? Well, he has 2 in his like elongated pink form. He could probably have more, like if he were to transform into a spider. He could have 8 eyes. Hey dude, did you set the interface in Montreal? Are you from here? Yep, I live in Montreal. Used to live in Halifax. I moved here about 6 years ago. And I live in Montreal. I went up the mountain the other day with Carolina. The mountain that we call it, basically just a giant hill. It's still pretty big though. It's nice to have in the city. Like your profile shows up above the moderators. You can have your own category like moderator, Patreons, online. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even really know how to use Discord, to be honest with you. It's one of those things I have to like learn still. I will look into it though. Are you planning to take the interface? Where are you planning to take the interface plug? I don't want to give that away, but basically the season's going to continue being in Montreal, and then end in Montreal. But there will be some scenes that take place in other parts of the world. In terms of like plot and stuff, I just don't want to say it because I don't want to ruin it for anyone. You know, I got a few ideas. I know what's going to happen at the end of season 1. I just don't want to say too much. And it might even change too. I'm not even 100% sure that's what's going to happen. Do you send your animations to short film festivals? If so, why not? I used to do a lot of film festival stuff when I was younger. The thing I don't like about film festivals is they basically, a lot of them basically force you to not release your stuff online. So you have, and then sometimes you have to pay an entry fee and then wait a year, like 6 months sometimes, and then they don't even get back to you. So I'm kind of over film festivals, to be honest with you. There's an animation film festival in Ottawa though, and they don't have any online restrictions. So I'm thinking of sending them something. Yeah, like if I were to put interface in a film festival, I don't know if it would even qualify because it's been online already, you know? And I'm not into like waiting around forever because I've done that before and it's just, I don't know. I feel like film festivals are kind of like dated, especially now with the internet. Like they gotta revise their rules, you know, for especially maybe they need like a web series category, or I'm not just looking at the right film festivals, but it would be something I would do if they if I was eligible for them. But I feel like it's not releasing my stuff on the internet. Kind of disqualifies it for a lot of film festivals, unfortunately. And another thing is film festivals. I mean, I can get like 9,000 views on YouTube, or I can get like a room full of 30 people to watch my animation after a year in a film festival. You know what I mean? They're not really that beneficial anymore. God, I hate Montreal for traffic. Was stuck in the airport for 40 minutes. Yeah, I hear you. It can be bad sometimes. How many episodes do you have in mind for season 1? I was thinking like 12, but I don't know. It might go up to like 16 or something. Is episode 4 based on real place or is it all fictional? So episode 4 is which one is that? Oh, it's a fictional place. I think it's just a general apartment block in distinct location. What is your name? Oh, you can call me Justin. Justin. Is that foreign? Regarding the CC Animate, I totally get your opinion on it. I used to prefer Photoshop too, but the CC Animate has much more lazy animator-friendly features. Well, yeah, the tweening and stuff can be really, it can help you a lot. It's just, I think it's not beneficial for me because it might actually make things look too clean and too smooth. And what I really want it to look kind of rough and jaggedy. All right, so I think this is like looking pretty detailed for a background, so I don't like what I did there. Cut your bangs?
Yeah, I cut my hair. It's getting too much.
That wasn't me. Caroline is just like over here making farting sounds. I don't know why. Okay. You goofball. Tweening looks cheap. It can, yeah. Hey, Mamie, this sort of personal question, but what made you have this creative idea to make this anime series? Is something intriguing I've never seen before. So there's like a comic I drew like 9 years ago, and it's actually like almost the first episode of the series, and I had something in mind. Like maybe this was supposed to be a comic, But then I got lazy and gave up on it, and then didn't draw it because comics are. I actually find doing comics to be more difficult than this kind of stuff for some reason. Okay, I'll get rid of this. I don't really have a good answer for you other than it kind of started out as, hey, what would happen if I animated this and drew this kind of weird character into a series, as I was kind of forced to make a story out of it. Excuse me. The more I thought about it, though, the more of a story started to take shape. Okay, this background needs to be saved. I think I'm good enough here. I can save this. Probably should have saved earlier. What version of CC Animate do you use? I don't use the CC Animate. I'm using Photoshop. Are you aware of Satan on the Discord canon? Carolina, referring to you.
What?
Do you know about Satan on the Discord canon?
No.
She doesn't know about it. She wasn't really farting. She was doing it with her mouth. I don't know. But yeah.
This was Justin farting,
Carolina,
covering it up.
Yeah. Okay. Get out of here, you ball. Mind showing us some of that episode 6 file? Yeah.
No.
I'm not showing you.
Nothing.
I can't show you nothing. It's secret. Top secret. I left to help my dad with something in the progress. Look at the progress he made. My new media teacher tried teaching us how to animate, but having come from Flash, it drove me mental. Glad to see someone is able to use it, though. Are you referring to Photoshop? Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to animate in Photoshop, I wouldn't recommend it unless you have this plugin called Animator's Toolbar Pro. And even with this plugin, it's not perfect. There's a few things that are kind of glitchy because Photoshop isn't meant for animating. I just like to use it for some reason. I don't know. But it can be difficult to use at times. Yeah, I've kind of figured out, I know how all the glitches work now, so it's not a big deal anymore. Okay, so I have to draw this guy.
This guy.
I will save another file as Tinky Oh, so much chat going on here. What movies do you enjoy? Do you like Space Jam? I enjoyed it like
when you were a kid.
15 years ago. I haven't seen it since. How much would you consider yourself an advocate for jazz?
I like jazz.
Carolina likes jazz. There's a jazz festival in Montreal, and every time I go to it, I'm kind of like, that sounds like jazz, and that's about it.
I enjoy it.
Carolina likes it, but I can't get into jazz that much.
You can't get into anything.
It usually just sounds like on repeat for about 35 minutes, and then they'll switch it up with like a drum set. That probably sounds really ignorant, but
yep.
That's kind of just how I can't get into jazz. I don't know what it is. All right, so let's put.
I like jazz. I'm waiting for you to tell me go away.
Face doing jazz. Yeah. I should. They updated the program, and you know, I can actually, if I wanted to, for this kind of character in the corner here, I'm using character animator. I think I could like make him like play instruments. I just have I have to set it. I have to draw it right and then animate it and then put it in the program. But I could like have some pretty cool things going on in this live stream next time if I were to take the time to do it. Okay, so I have to draw this guy now. I'm delaying Tinky Winky, and it's gonna look really rough because I have what the fuck? I don't even know what. I don't know what I'm doing when I'm drawing people walking. And it somehow ends up working at the end, but he's kind of got like a pear-shaped body. It's like a more normal version of Grimace, I guess. Shrek 2 was the best Shrek. Yes. Why do we don't talk about Shrek 3? Pretty sure. Is Carolina memeing us right now? Oh, she's over there. She's doing some painting. Like, hey, oh, mammy, how do you get your voice to be so deep? You sound like Batman when his ball dropped. Well, I smoke about 3 cigars before I do a voice recording session, and then I gurgle just pure alcohol, and then punch myself in the throat about four times. But the real answer is I just use some voice recording. So I just use Audacity basically and a few other programs like Logic.
The real answer is you lay in the desert for about 3 days and then you do.
But yeah, my voice naturally is kind of like dry and pasty. So if you combine that with some low frequency like sound effects, watch the entire series of Teletubbies, otherwise you won't have a deep enough understanding of the lore when you're drawing.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I did do some research on this.
And it was disturbing.
I watched the Tubby Toast episode on YouTube, and basically, I think it was Tinky Winky too, wasn't it? Just like forces his toaster to make toast, and that was the whole episode. Like, I don't know what they were paying their writers back then, but it seems like they're just like, let's just do this, and then film an entire episode out of like 5 minutes of script writing.
That's the entire series. That's how they write. They like wake up, look at the sun, do a dance, eat some toast, and go back to sleep.
Yeah. My dad said this is the coolest animation project. If I think you know more than my dad, and don't fucking believe me. Well, that's cool. I'm happy he enjoys my animations. Shrek Christmas was mediocre. Gotta have 3 ciggies and dry gin before recording. It's a metaphor for how man conquers nature to make toast. I like how these Teletubbies have like skin tone colored faces. Like they're supposed to be these monsters, or I don't know what the hell they are. Aliens? Yeah. Okay. And let's give them some ears. I'm probably gonna have to like tweak this. This is why it takes me so long to animate. It's like it looks so weird. I didn't do the outline layer, so I'll probably do that next on top of it. I'll zoom in here a bit. Can bring this down. Chew the gum. Welcome. Teletubbies actually has the deepest lore. It's all symbolic. Every action, every object, it all has profound lore behind it. Is there really like a lot of lore behind Teletubbies? Because for some reason I feel like that's not.
Yeah, I'd be very curious to find this lore.
I feel like that would probably exist if I went looking for it. Usually I do the outline layer first, but I wasn't. Oh, look how easy his hands are to animate. They're just like mittens, basically. I don't even have to really draw them. That's going to be good. Unlike Mischief, he's got like human hands. Not that you really see his hands, but really enjoying this very sharp triangle on top of his head. Okay. I might clean this up a bit. It's hard to do. See, the background is making things difficult for me to see, so put it in a folder. There we go. And this line is a little too close. Hey, Umami, my friend said, what's the difference between a picture of Jesus and the real Jesus? It only take one nail to hang up a picture of Jesus. That is not a good Easter joke. Actually, it's a pretty good joke.
I like it.
Carolina likes it. I'm not staying to avoid spoilers, but I need to say that your work is amazing. I'll probably buy some merch soon. Thank you, .kyu. Thank you very much for the comments. I appreciate that. I'm happy you enjoy my stuff. Mischief is a noodle. There are 425 episodes of Tele. Holy shit! I wonder what they're. I gotta like watch the last like 8 episodes of it. Like, what were they doing?
I wonder how this ties up the series.
Yeah, like what?
What is the conclusion to Teletubbies?
What were they doing in the last couple episodes that they haven't already done? It's like
Suicide Pact?
Tinky Winky gets his taxes done or something. Suicide Pact.
I don't know how you conclude such a stupid series.
It wasn't stupid. It was
really. I don't know, but the Catholic kids in my school in grade 5 were obsessed with Teletubbies. Like they were actual fans of it, and I didn't understand. Maybe there's some deep Easter symbolic meaning to Teletubbies.
Oh.
Oh.
Look at Tinky Winky's cankles.
He's too skinny, Justin.
Oh, you're right. He looks like he's too skinny.
You gotta give him the giant thick booty.
Okay, hold on. You're right. Look at him.
Look at him.
Look
He's
at
so
this
small.
thickness. There's some really good thickness going on here. And I have not drawn it. I have not given him the adequate amount of
Yeah,
thickness.
see? Now his arms need to sit on his thickness.
Honestly, the PlayStation 1 Teletubbies game feels like a huge...
What? There's a game?
There's a video game. I gotta try that. There's a Slender Man Teletubbies version, which was pretty funny to watch.
Thanky Winky.
Thanky Winky.
Oh.
Tinky Winky, yeah.
Stop.
Carolina wants big Tinky Winky booty. Alright, let's... There we go. That looks more like him. It's like a bowling pin shape.
Yeah.
Have you read the Interface series at all? Yeah, some people are actually sending me that stuff, and I haven't read any of it. I think it's just like a weird coincidence that it's like the same name and stuff. It hasn't. This basically my web series has nothing to do with that. Just a coincidence, I guess, in the name.
I think a girl just subscribed to you.
Galina Gospodinova. Thank you for subscribing. Also, thank you, Deontay, Baldio, and Guinness Dega. Yeah, if you look at my channel demographics, it's like 99.9% guys, which is fine.
There's 3 women.
But I'm clearly there is a
3 women.
Okay, so I got my shoes there. Now I gotta draw his face. Here you go. Make it more rounded, eh? Should I give him like an ear there? Does that make sense? A little bit of an ear. And color this in. Also, his television isn't on. Not thick enough. He's fuckable now.
Wow.
Umoi? What is Sugoi? I don't know what that is.
What?
Interface is a bromance series, so it's clear to see why guys like it. Yeah, that's true.
It's a what?
It's a bromance series.
Yeah, so is everything you do.
Thank you, Extermination 55. That's good. Okay, add a sunflower somewhere in this short just to throw people off thinking it's connected to Interface. Is this streaming a new thing? I've been doing it for a while, but I only do it like once a month. So that's why it may look like it's like a new thing. I actually got like 5 or 6 different streams recorded. In the if you go to my channel page, you'll see them there. I might do it more frequently, but I don't want to like bug people too much, you know. Like I don't want it to be like, oh look, something's happening.
He's too shy.
And it's not a new animation.
He's too shy,
you know?
guys.
Yeah, okay, Carolina. Get out of here. What are you doing? You come to bug me. All right, so let's give him a nice thick package, like this, I'd say. Does that look good? No. All right, I gotta move into his face.
Settle down, Justin.
You know what? His face doesn't look right either. His face is too skinny.
He's a voluptuous boy. I think I'm being too annoying.
Let me just, I gotta rework his face. It's not working here. is more like circular in nature. There we go. That looks better. Okay. Tinky Winky is a girl, or at least I hope it's. Well, I thought I always thought Tinky Winky was a dude, but it doesn't really matter in this animation. I thought Lala was a girl and Poe was a girl, and then the other two were dudes, but it's first of its kind children's television. Yeah. How much time does it take to make one of these videos? Well, as you can see, how am I doing for time here? It's already been like it's been an hour, and I got the background done, and I got the outlines of Tinky Winky done, but I haven't done any of the actual hard work, which is animating it. Doing the drawings is the easy part. So, and this is going to be a 30-second animation. You can see how it will take me multiple hours just to do like an animation. I don't know, maybe like 20, 25 hours, 30 hours possibly to get to the finished with the sound design and everything. Will you go to your Discord? Actually, I do check it out once in a while. So if you have post memes, I'll probably see them.
Definitely.
Actually, it's definitely.
He checks it every day, twice a day.
I check it pretty frequently. I just, Tinky Winky's antenna is a gay symbol. I had no idea. In this case...
Is it really? Or are you just saying that?
As you can see, it took me 12 hours to draw a single character's first frame. Yeah. Okay, alright, so let's draw his face.
Beautiful.
Are you guys happy with this face? There we go.
Totally the same.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's undo that. Let's save this somewhere. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I need to do like... I put on the wrong layer, first of all. He needs to have like a shading to his body to make him look a little bit more dimensional. Um, I wonder if this is the right thing to do. Looks like it's a little bit overkill. I'll just give him like a slight outline around the edges. Something like this. Like he's being backlit or something. Or, yeah. That looks a little bit better. There we go. And also his face, ears, need some. Hey, just realized something. Isn't Tinky Winky supposed to be purple? Oh yes. So are these the colors? Change a little bit more purple side. Yeah. So anime lover, and to answer that question, these are the palette colors I use, but I use a lookup table in Premiere, which actually shifts the colors a little bit. So if you can see, I can apply a lookup table in Photoshop. And the one that I use is this. And so he actually ends up looking purple in the final video. The reason why I use a lookup table is when I add new colors to this palette, it kind of makes everything kind of feel consistent. So I don't have to do too much color matching and stuff. And if I were to do a dissolve, which I rarely do, it sometimes helps make everything dissolve in the same style, you know. So in case you're wondering why he's blue, the lookup table actually shifts him to be purple. I guess I could leave it on there. Sometimes I do that, you know. So when I draw, it's like I'm drawing what I actually will see as the final result. But that's just to answer your question, basically. Makes everything a little bit more high contrast too. So I'm going to delete that for now, though. I just like to work with the clean Photoshop files. So I'm going to save this. What's the dimensions of the canvas you work with? I use 640 by 480 because that's like standard, or was standard for video work. 720 by 480 was actually the standard with a 0.9 pixel aspect ratio, which ends up being 640 by 480 in the end, with a 1 to 0, with a normal pixel aspect ratio. So that is why I use 640 by 480. The inmates, I had no idea about that. Well, that's weird. Okay. Well, purple triangles. And by the way, I hate my name because my brother changed my name from Hayden Compton to Anime Lover because of April Fool's prank. That's funny. I just said Anime Lover without questioning it. But I mean, if you're into anime, I don't really care. But
That's embarrassing. It says that on the screen too, on the bottom.
It's baked in.
It's baked into the stream. It's gonna be preserved forever.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be rewatched in the year 3000, and people will see Anime Lover.
Okay, so in this video, Tinky Winky isn't happy. Well, he's happy, but he's not. I'll just give him a really very slight smile. See, just a little bit of change of the pixels makes a big difference in how his expression ends up being. Like, even that looks like he's smiling too much. I'm going to zoom in here. And just delete, like, 1 pixel, basically. That's more than 1 pixel, but whatever. I also, you know what, I need to bring the reference image over because oh, hold on. I want to be able to look at his face. Ironically, my brother is a brony, so I gave him the payback. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is add his eyeballs. And I'm doing this on a separate layer. Oh, well, at least I thought it was. Well, those can be fine. Those are fine. I'll put eyeballs on the same layer. Oops. It's kind of got these like creepy shadows. Inset eyeballs at the tops of his eyes. So I'll do this. And his eyes are like brown or something. Yeah, they're like greeny brown. I'll just make them like gray. For the sake of the animation, maybe I'll make his eyes a little bit different. Like, what's funnier, you know? Let's just keep them normal for now. And then black pupils. And I'm going to adjust his nose a bit. And I'm not, his mouth is bothering me still. Maybe if I did that and then I added. Okay. Whew. You know what? It's missing the outlines that I usually add to things. Umami, can I call you Justin? Yeah, you can call me Justin. You should make the Teletubbies a little bit more deformed for surreal tone. It will be actually. I just don't want to do it at this point in the animation. It's kind of like the what's it called? SpongeBob. You know, sometimes they draw him really messed up, but right now he's just gonna look kind of normal. I don't want people to immediately see him being messed up. He will get there though, but I don't want to ruin the animation either, so I won't give any details. Clean some of this stuff up. I'm not sure if I'm happy how that looks. To be honest, it looks a little thin. I will pledge up to 50 billion if Teletubby dabs in the video. I might make. I mean, maybe I'll do like a 5-second GIF or something. But for this video, he's not going to be dabbing. It would ruin the atmosphere I got going for it. What I got planned for it anyway. Will we ever have more Discord emojis? Yeah, absolutely. I've just been haven't gotten around to it yet, but I will add some. I can definitely do that. I feel like I'm being ignored. I also feel like I'm being kind of annoying, but primarily I feel like I'm being. I'm sorry, Ruby McRub. I have been in. It's hard to look at the chat and draw at the same time. But if there's anything you want me to say, let me know, and I will try to read it this time around.
Fuck, that's his face.
Wow. Add the bulge. Are you Hex System? Yeah, that is my music. Yeah, under a different name. Because I did the music long before I did these animations, and that was the name I used.
Got a new subscriber.
Ooh, got a couple new subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing.
Diggle Smack.
Diggle Smack. SpongeBob.
Maybe you should make the text bigger next time so you can read it.
Yeah, I made the text too small. I'm gonna have to like squint at my screen. Alright. Because we installed Windows 10 and I had to redo everything. In another stream, you gave me permission to use your songs in my video game. Oh yeah, you can go ahead and use them in your video game if you like. Just let me know. Actually, if you want, just send me an email so I know like which ones they are. Because some of my music is in the Content ID system, so if anything you upload gets tagged by it, whatever, and you let me know ahead of time, I can like whitelist it basically, you know. It's in the Content ID for just like general uploads where people just like re-upload the song by itself. But if you're using it in a video game, you know, that's fine with me. Okay.
Think I can turn my stream on?
Probably. I don't know.
It says it's using only 2100.
Yeah, you can go ahead and it should probably work. I'll let you know if it's lagging or anything, but I think it should work.
Should work.
I want to pledge, but I don't have PayPal or a credit card. Well, that is a thing, unfortunately, with Patreon for now. Unfortunately, I don't have any good. There's no any alternatives right now, really.
So what?
Paying for things like Patreon without a credit card.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit! I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Okay. There we go. His TV needs to be drawn now. Shout out to Twitch viewers. Hello from the other side. There's two of them there.
Don't make him uncomfortable.
Do you like David Firth's work? I really liked his stuff. I haven't, to be honest with you, I haven't checked out his animations in years. I know he's doing some new things, but I'm most familiar with the stuff he uploaded around 2005 to 2008, which is like his original stuff, I guess. Okay, TV time. So in my animation, I guess I can give this away because I'm drawing it, but his television is going to be like a little bit more involved than just a gray screen. It's going to be like a fully functioning TV with like knobs and shit. Oh yeah, I was going to put like knobs on him. Like,
where's his knobs gonna go?
Well, they're going to go where his nipples are. Wouldn't that make sense?
Yes.
That seems a little high though. I'll have to move his TV up.
Just make him larger. Give him some
this
pepperoni nips.
Okay, this is a wide shot, so.
So.
Would you rather fight against 150 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? I think I answered this one before, actually.
Yeah, you did.
The answer is one horse-sized duck. Are you familiar with the Polish painter Stanislaw Wykaczynski?
Wow, that was beautiful.
Carolina can come over here and read this. What is this?
Where? Zdzisław Beksinski. I'm familiar with him.
I'm not. Carolina is though. She's Polish, so. Well, I guess we can look him up later. Do you do the clown's voice? Yes, I do. That's him. Yeah. Wait, I just joined. So could you explain what the fuck is a Teletubbies? Also, question. What is your favorite film genre? I love sci-fi, but cyberpunk. Yeah, so the Teletubbies is like a bonus video. It's not like my usual stuff. It's kind of like the Thomas the Tank Engine thing. So, and I'm doing this because I need more time to work on episode 6. I can't do it in the time frame that I like usually do. So I'm doing another bonus episode, I think. I'm working on episode 6 currently as well. Just it is a bit more time consuming than the bonus videos. And then the second thing was, what's your favorite film genre? I actually like sci-fi a lot too. I pretty much see all sci-fi movies. And I was an extra in the movie Arrival for one day. Arrival.
Really?
Yeah. They filmed that in Montreal. I got an extra for it. I was being an extra. I don't know if you can actually see me in the video.
No, probably not. Probably like a dot in the distance. You're like, we need this type of race of person way in the distance where no one will notice.
They actually, they made me come up and like do something like right in front of the camera.
Really?
Yeah, they had to like make me run into someone.
Oh, well then I have to rewatch this movie.
They cut the scene, obviously. I'm not in it, but like, because I would have noticed it when I saw the movie. It was really awkward because I didn't want that much attention. I just show up for the money, basically.
I'm here for the dollar bills.
Yeah. So, you know. Do small convex curves for his nipple bumps. Oh, like something like that. They're actually knobs for his TV, so.
I want to turn this on.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
I don't think YouTube will allow Tinky Winky's boobies. Maybe not Twitch. I don't know about YouTube. I mean, see, if I don't call them nipples, then it's all fine. They're not nipples. They're TV knobs. That's the thing.
Is it fine?
I don't know. They're just TV knobs.
Well, it doesn't matter.
If you think they're nipples, then there's something wrong with you.
Yeah? Is that how it works?
Yeah. Okay, so let's draw his screen. Oh, thank you for the tea, Carolina.
Yeah, you're welcome.
The face that Tinky Winky is making is like the face you make when one of your friends call you over to a lunch table while another group calls you over and you have to choose between which one. Well, that's a very distinct experience you have there. Distinct setting.
Hey, mocap. What's up?
Don't lewd the animations, yeah. I think it's green tea. Umami.
Happy Easter.
So you wish to allow this fanfic in the chat? Fanfiction? Buttons? Oh, I love your work. Would you ever animate a music video for someone else one day, or do you think that task would be daunting to do alone? I could do it. I would have to put my other animations on hold, and for that I would have to charge them too, because it's actually so much work to do these. I don't know what I got myself into. Yeah, I would do it. It would depend on the musician though too, because I can't. If it's like music I don't like, I wouldn't be able to do it. That's one of the things that's. Okay.
I'm gonna send you a link on your chat.
Okay, so there is Tinky Winky. Let's zoom out here. And
Here. This link, you can watch both streams at the same time.
are you streaming right now?
Yeah, it seems to have not imploded, has it?
No. You guys are fine. You can watch this. No streaming lag. Caroline is streaming also.
Well, I just turned it on.
If you guys are interested, she's doing a painting on the other side of the room. It is a cyberpunk kind of painting. We have really fast internet, so I don't think it's going to be lagging. And okay, so there is Tinky Winky in his house, and maybe I should give him some cross shading. I don't know if that's going to like ruin it. Actually, maybe I should just not do that because it doesn't make sense.
I'm just enjoying this Teletubby discussion so much. I need to also be commentating on it.
Yes. There we go. This is complete now. Maybe I'll give him a little bit of a lump.
Okay, so what am I doing?
There. That looks better.
Fixing the shadow color.
Hopefully I did that on the right layer. I did that on the face layer. Oh, jeez. Doesn't really matter.
Hey man, what's up?
Do you ever fear repercussions or demonetization from using copyrighted characters? Sort of, actually, because there's like new rules for YouTube for using characters that aren't your own. But I don't know. It's like satire, right? Isn't it? I mean, basically,
yeah, satire.
Adult Swim's channel would be demonetized because they do the same thing.
If you made a serious series with like a serious plot and you reused their characters and that's all it was, then
Yeah.
it would be copyright.
I don't think I don't think it runs under copyright because it's all satire.
Yeah.
It's like if I use Tinky Winky and I made like an unironic episode of
Yeah.
of I called it like Teletubbies animated, and I just did it like a normal straight episode. I think that would be infringing on someone's copyright. But because it's a joke kind of video, 30 seconds, it doesn't matter. I have a working theory about interface. Does Mischief have, or the Pink Man have, to announce what he is in order to stay hidden? Like how he says he's a bus or a flower, and no one seems to notice him. Huh. Well, I don't want to say, actually, but that is something I had not considered, and since I created him. But that is an interesting theory, though, and it actually might... I'd have to think about that. I don't know. But he basically, he can remain hidden to most people in public, but he can be revealed to public as well. I mean, that's... In episode 3, basically, they're trying to get rid of these kind of spirits, so they're aware that they exist. I also found an underappreciated artist on YouTube. I'll link him. Go ahead. I would like to check it out. I don't know if the links work in here, unfortunately. I will have to... maybe just give me the name of the... Actually, if you want to just post the name of the channel, because I don't know if I... Try posting a link, but it may not show up. 3... Okay, so I'm going to move on now. I have one frame of him standing. I'm going to merge these two layers together to make things easier.
That's the right color.
I need to draw a chair. So, just... Oh. That is not the right angle.
I'm mixing a bunch of paint right now, so that's what I'm doing. I need to repaint this wing. It's the wrong, it's too bright and it's the wrong color, so. Let's repaint this maybe.
Carolina is very pretty.
No. No, I'm not.
I'm glad you have a healthy community, man. Like, comments aren't full of lit.
What?
Yeah, I think actually the people who subscribe to me are kind of like in an older demographic. They're a little like mid-20s usually, the majority of them anyway. Mid-20s to like late 30s is kind of interesting. Um, I mean, hopefully it stays that way. If the channel gets really big, then we might have a problem. We'll see.
Why? You might have a problem?
Well, the guy's just saying that the comments are not... Like, basically, I don't have to do any moderating.
Oh, right, yeah, there's no trolling or anything?
Yeah, there's no trolling. It's like, the fans are pretty amazing, so...
Yeah, if anyone says something like that to me, I just yell at them. And then they usually leave.
What kind of school did you go to? I went to NASCAD University in Halifax for university. It was an art school. Well, I actually went for the film program, but I did some painting there, a little bit of drawing. Why can't I buy your paintings, Justin? I would pay top dollar.
You can.
You can buy them. Most of them are sold though. I do have a few of them left over. If you're interested, send me an email. I mean, they usually go for around $400 US and up, because and all plus shipping, because they're done like with real oils and stuff and varnished usually. So if you're interested, send me an email to info@hexsystem.com, and or just send me a message in Discord or something, whatever's easiest, and we can work something out. It depends on the painting. Some of them are actually more expensive than that. And I only have like four or five that are left.
Buy them.
I've been selling a lot of them the past couple of years.
You guys should buy them so there's more space on the walls.
Yeah. I'm 12.
So
I
you
Nathan.
can make new paintings.
I'm sure your animations will be appreciated later on, like Solid Fingers or DMI. I think so too. It just takes a while, you know? It takes a while to start get going. Actually, I've been enjoying the amount of success that has happened to this channel already. Like 13,000 subscribers in like 4 months or whatever. It's pretty I'm happy with that. Like, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting that at all. Tinky Winky walks up to Caroline and slaps her ass. What do you do?
Start a fight.
Okay, this layer is done, and this layer is called chair. Okay. Let's name things here. It makes it a little bit easier to understand. Color. Now comes the part where it looks like I don't know what the hell I'm doing, which is animating him walking. So this is probably going to look kind of rough. We'll see here. Let me just reset the workspace. No one can resist a boy with curves. Okay, so next frame. Go in here. I'm actually going to make them 2 frames long because animating at 15 frames a second is pretty tough. What I'm going to do is just have him walk in place, and I'll do him like moving forward in After Effects or something, because I really only need to draw like 3 different frames, maybe 4. So let's duplicate this. Duplicate this. Now basically what I want to do is have 1 foot forward, 1 arm backwards, and I think it's supposed to be the opposites. So if this foot is forward, Are you sometimes a bit depressed, like Grimace in your McFeels video? Um, well, I am drawing from not I wouldn't say experience, but yeah, I mean, otherwise I wouldn't have drawn them like that if sometimes I didn't feel like the characters I'm drawing. But I wouldn't say I'm like super depressed or anything. Okay, there's foot moving forward. You ever do hand-drawn animations? Like, like a paper and pencil? I've done it before, but it's just too time consuming, and I don't have the resources for it, to be honest. You gotta scan every frame. It's just crazy. Um, it's too much work. And this is digital stuff is a lot of work to begin with, but like once you introduce like hand drawn stuff, it's crazy because there's a lot of tricks you can do in digital that make it, oops, faster. Okay. What's going on here? I feel like there's I drew some purple on this layer by accident. It's fine. Doesn't really matter. Try to keep the sublines only though. Carolina, what subject matter do you like to paint? Plus, would you spend hours painting a noble portrait of Ronald McDonald with a Desert Eagle handgun?
I mean, if you want to pay me to do that, I will.
She says she will paint it if you pay her. She usually does a lot of cyberpunk stuff though. Not cyberpunk, but I mean like it's like similar subject matter, right? You can check out her website though. It's artcarolina.com. I wouldn't be too afraid of leaking my phone number in the chat, but I think there is some one guy who might share it among his friends to prank call me.
I like painting anything, really.
Well, my battery's running low. I gotta go. See you, Hayden. Thank you. Talk to you later. Okay. Next step. It's animating his arm outwards. And I already made a mistake, which was I should have erased it first. Turn on the onion skinning. Oops. It's like a random dot over there. Okay. So it goes foot forward, and then I think this frame will duplicate and put it. Now do the same thing, but do the reverse basically. Save this. Oh, I didn't sway his other arm. Actually, should probably animate his leg just a little bit too. And Miami, have you heard of The Last Night? It looks like super promising. It's a video game, of course. No, I haven't heard of it. I let me know what's it about. Sorry if I'm taking a while to respond to these. Do you do all the voice work for Interface? I do all of it except for episode 3, and hired a guy named Philip Hirsch, and he will be hired again eventually.
He'll be hired again.
Oils, acrylic, digital. What you guys prefer? Carolina doesn't work primary. She works mostly in like traditional mediums like oil or watercolor.
Yeah, I don't bother with digital. Sorry.
There's a lot of people out there doing digital already. I think that's probably why is it that you don't do digital? It's just
I just don't like being on the computer all the time.
Yeah, she just doesn't like being on the computer all the time.
I can do something with real materials. Why should I bother?
Yeah, and I get where she's coming from because I mean we spend a lot of time on the computer. Like we're both video editors basically, and it consumes you. You know.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing these animations and it's like more computer stuff, crazy.
Yeah, you're on the computer like 14 hours a day.
And it's too much. But what can you do? Our lives are on computers these days. So.
I know.
There you go.
So let's try to improvise multi-stream.
So do the next step, which is one step forward, step back. This foot would be backwards. This one would be forwards. Just erase them. Turn the onion skinning on. Oops. It's supposed to be black. It's hard to see sometimes when you do that. Onion skinning. There we go. It's a unique pixel art game that looks like the Red Strings Club, which is also mind-blowingly good in story, but just looks beautiful. And also, stoked to find out some of my favorite artists. Lauren is making music for it. Oh, really? Yeah, Lauren, I like his music too. That's pretty cool. I will have to check that out then. Because if he's making music for it, then, you know. There we go. Oh, it's beautiful. Let's undo this. And It's a little bit more difficult than the Thomas the Thermonuclear Bomb video, because if you were to actually break that one down, it's basically just static images animated with keyframes. This one, except for the very end, with the guy's face peeling off, this one's gonna, the walking and shit is just a lot of work. So, oops. So now his hands have to be, you know what, I think I did it wrong already. You know what, it doesn't matter, even if it looks weird. I feel like his hand's supposed to be, this hand's supposed to be backwards. This one's supposed to be forwards. I do this like every time.
What, you draw his hands in the wrong orientation?
Yeah. Maybe I can just like copy and paste it.
I do that a lot too. It's really hard not to get it backwards.
Okay, let me just do some quick fixes here. Cut. I can't seem to get it to paste properly, like into the actual frame. It just wants to make a new frame. I might just, this is why animating in Photoshop is very frustrating. You know what? I'm just going to leave it for now. Okay. This arm should be back though, so this one is back. Yeah, see, I messed up his arms. Whatever. I'll just fix it now. Just do it. What do you think that Thomas Tank? Why do you think? Is there a different video? I think the reason why it's so popular is because there are other meme videos out there, and that's just how YouTube works. Basically, if you don't do something that already exists on YouTube, you will have a really hard time getting people to look at your stuff, because all the views come from suggestions. And if YouTube can't figure out something similar to suggest it, it won't send you any views. So that's actually why I feel like the interface stuff doesn't get as much views, is because original animations, like completely original, like not referencing characters like McDonald's or Thomas the Tank Engine, they have nothing to. They have no point of reference really. They kind of exist in their own vacuum. And so when I made that Thomas video, I kind of knew that it would do a little bit better because of all the other videos that exist of Thomas the Tank Engine suggesting it, right? And specifically meme videos of it. So that's just, unfortunately, that's how YouTube is these days. You have to kind of do stuff that already exists, which goes against the advice that a lot of YouTubers, even people who work at YouTube, say, which is do something unique and different. And you know, it's not true at all. You actually have to do something that's already done on YouTube in order to be successful, which is really kind of a sad thing. Because you see these original people doing original things, and basically the only way to discover them is through stuff like Reddit. you know, because YouTube won't suggest them.
Yeah, that's it. Reddit chooses to like it as well.
Yeah. Okay, see that how that looks more natural, how it's like the opposites? I screwed up, and now he's like, this looks messed up. So what I have to do is redo his hands on this frame. It'll only take me a few seconds. A few
I wish
minutes.
I could read your chat. So small.
Next time I'll make my chat bigger. Meme economics. Yeah. A dead meme, do a dead meme to get views. Yeah. Sounds like YouTube has a problem of don't be first. Yeah, that's exactly true. Have you looked into any other video platforms? Well, there really isn't anything else out there that's as good as YouTube. I mean, there's Amazon Video, which recently changed their what their royalty rates are to be like abysmally. This is pointless to upload to it. They used to pay 15 cents per hour watched, and now it is like 6 cents.
Yeah, it's like half
per hour
less.
Watched. So there's no point to upload stuff on Amazon. Ogden M. Well, thank you very much for that. I appreciate that.
What?
It's the donation, I think.
You got a donation?
Or is it a Patreon thing? I can't figure it out.
I got a subscriber.
It says
on
933. What's that?
I got a subscriber on YouTube. I haven't seen that notification in a long time.
Okay, getting close here. Ogden M, I've seen you before. You hang around in these streams quite a bit. More like YouTube emphasizes what is currently trending in our society. They only focus on big things. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I just makes me wonder, like, how many things on YouTube that are good that are undiscovered, you know? Because I feel like there's a lot. But,
Well, that's true for anything, though.
Yeah, that's true.
For music and everything.
Yeah, I came across his channel, who literally screams lyrics to songs. He has like 900k subs and has been doing that for a couple months. I think I know who you're talking about. I've seen his channel before. He like screams the lyrics to like Smash Mouth or something from Shrek. Okay, this shoulder is so messed up. It's not bending in the correct.
How can you mess up a Teletubby shoulder?
Caroline is like over there painting anatomically correct like robotic figures, and I'm drawing
I keep
Teletubbies.
posting a link so you can watch both of the streams. But you don't even acknowledge it. Thanks, Justin.
Oh, you're posting a link? I don't. What am I supposed? I don't know how to do it. Am I supposed to do something?
No, you just tell them what it is. This is the link.
If you guys are interested, Caroline is streaming like painting on the other side of the room. It's a little bit more complicated than
a Teletubby?
the Teletubby shoulder, which I'm struggling with. You can get subs pretty quickly, actually, if you upload very consistently on YouTube, like once a week or once every 2 days, which it works against animation channels because they take so long. But I'm not complaining, though. I mean, I'm enjoying some pretty good success so far. So, but I've seen some animators, like I subscribe to some animators, like, and they've had 3,000 subs, and they upload some hilarious stuff, and it just doesn't really seem to get acknowledged. And it's kind of like, I don't know. I try to share it, but YouTube doesn't like give it a chance. And this shoulder is like freaking killing me. So if you guys are interested, check out on my channel and the influences on the side there. There's a guy named Findleford.
Yeah, he's great.
And He uploads like prank calls. He calls corporate offices and like pitches commercials to them, and they're hilarious. And I would recommend him if you guys are looking for new people to subscribe to, because he's been doing it for far longer than I have, and he's got less subs and stuff. I think he's great. Do you have any background in writing? Sorry. I have a little bit of background in writing. I took screenwriting courses. I took film courses. I didn't take animation courses, but film and lighting. ASCAD, university. Okay, what else is there?
Well, you had to take a screenwriting course as a part of the film program, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm just, I was so focused in on his shoulder. It's a little bit delayed. It's probably just, it's not like a stream connection delay. It's more like me
Justin's
processing my brain
He's only
delay.
got 128 megabits of memory.
Carolina, are you dressed up like, no, Justin, are you dressed up like Carolina? No, I don't have any bunny ears on, unfortunately, no. Justin, have you seen Findleford's eggplant parmesan short? Yes, I did see that. I thought it was hilarious. It was great. Does Carolina's stream still have that picture on the side of the screen of the judgmental man?
Yes, he's still here.
He's still there.
He's right here. Judgmental
I did an
man.
apprenticeship for photography, but I'm now an agricultural rural veterinarian. Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool.
That sounds cool.
It's difficult really to get any sort of job in the creative field. Like, really, my main job is just editing corporate videos, which is fine.
Yeah.
But this YouTube stuff kind of. Oh, see now you can see him walk, and things are looking pretty good.
Oh, yeah?
You know what he needs though? He needs a little bit of a head bobble. Not like a bobble, but it just needs to move. Oh no, computer, it's lagging. Let me save. Okay. Can't upload regularly because I don't always have an PC. Hey Ruby McRub, I did subscribe to you, and I actually do watch your videos because I usually watch like everything that I subscribe to. So just keep it up, and I'll keep watching them. And make the moonwalk. Make a moonwalk. I guess I could do that. Do you find that your day-to-day job saps your creativity? It not really, because my day-to-day job is not really like animating characters and stuff. It's just like straight up interviews, and so it's still video work, but it's like different video work. So it doesn't.
Yeah, well, you work for yourself, so.
Yeah, and also, I mean, I'm freelancing, which means like I don't have a boss. Basically, I work for myself, so it's not so bad. But if I had to work for someone else, which I did do for 2 years before I started freelancing, it definitely does suck up your energy because you have to like.
You can't just fire your clients.
You can't. Yeah, you can't just fire your clients, and also, like, the commute just takes a lot of energy out of you. I don't have to go anywhere, which is I'm pretty lucky for that. But okay. Hi, Umami. Hi, Bloodsplat. Do you find that you will Grimace make an cameo? Hi, Bloodsplat. I saw you there. Grimace won't make because I try to keep the purely meme stuff away from the interface stuff, except for I guess the last video. But it's still not really like I'm still using the own characters. You know, I won't like have Grimace in the interface stuff because I feel like it will take away from the interface series being original. So at this point in the animation, I'm gonna have his head move down just a little bit.
See ya, nope.
Okay. It's a bit much, but whatever. Hello, Miracle Machine. Do you and Carolina usually work in the same room? Do you tend to annoy each other? We tend to annoy each other. Intentionally, though. But somehow we manage to work together without getting too angry at one another. We work in a...
You're pretty mad sometimes.
We used to live in a different apartment before we moved, and it was a lot smaller, and there was like no space. At least now we got a pretty big room to work in. Do you have a favorite scene from Interface? My favorite is definitely when Mischief is first introduced in episode 1. I don't know. I'm not sure actually. I don't know. I have to think about that.
Yeah, you do.
What?
You like that sunflower thing.
I have the sunflower, I guess. Yeah. The sunflower.
No,
scene.
it's that thing where he's like, oh.
Actually, you know what? I like it when he's like noticing that someone's entering the room in episode 5, and he's like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why I find that so funny.
You have the humor of a 1-year-old baby.
Yeah, Carolina says it's because I'm like 3 years old on the inside, and funny noises make me laugh.
Yeah.
It's pretty true. What's your favorite taste, like sweet, salty, etc.? Well, I'd have to go with umami taste, which is meat flavored or savory. Oh shoot! Oh fuck! It's fine. It's fine. I knocked over some fluids. Oh jeez. Okay. Hey, hold on, guys. I'm gonna go get some paper towel. I'll be right back.
Hey, Olo. Thanks for going into my stream. If you guys have any questions for me, you should ask them in my chat so I can see them. Because I'm across the room, and Justin's chat is like way too tiny to read.
Also,
oh my god.
I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Justin's gotta take a poop.
Umami, do you do a face reveal? I don't know. I think I'm gonna stay behind this guy for now. I mean, if you guys really wanted to, you could probably figure out what I look like just if I search my name.
It's not very hard.
I'm not like secretive about it, but
it's more just so he doesn't have to shower when he's streaming.
Yeah, it's so I can stream naked and no one will know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
So, meanwhile, he's in the bathroom. I've been working on this painting for a couple days. And I'm redoing this wing because it took me a very long time to figure out the exact lighting and what the exact values of it should be. Which just kind of means like what the midtone is, because these people are walking in the shadow. There's lots of stuff wrong with this picture right now. This is just one of the steps of fixing it. I have a big difficulty painting something in shadow. I always try and light it as if it's in good lighting. Are the characters anyone in particular? No, they're part of a series I'm doing about kind of like mechanical people and medicine and how in the future people will probably have bionic body parts. So this is like an angel man that kind of died in his junkyard. This is a woman that's carrying him.
Okay, I'm back.
And it's part of a series. The second painting I did so far.
Happy Easter to you too. Rabo Harrison Hendricks Oddity. Well, Mammy, why is your character that terrifying clown? I can't answer that. I don't know. Just because the real reason is he draws you in with his surreal nature. If you know.
You know? Can't you just figure it out?
Are you electronics and stuff okay? Are your electronics and stuff okay?
It
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing. I just spilled it on my desk. Just a little bit of leftover tea juice.
Tea juice.
Okay, so someone said they want to see a moonwalk.
That's a lot of work.
No, I'll just have him repeat what he's doing. Give me a second here.
Maybe moonwalking is the appropriate form of walking for that video.
Actually, I don't know. Okay, let me just save so that I don't have to. I can undo it basically. Yeah, the kid in that video, he saw something that the mother didn't see. Okay, so now things are gonna get complicated because I gotta like duplicate crap. Let's see. Oh shoot. Oh no. You know what? I can't animate him walking backwards yet because I'm not going to be doing that in this part of the process, and it would actually screw up what I'm doing. What I have to do is have him turn and sit into the chair.
Have I eaten a lot of chocolate?
Because this part of the animation is done, which is him walking.
No, I haven't. We bought chocolate like 2 weeks ago. We bought these Eggies things, and we just like overate them, and now we just don't like have any cravings for chocolate whatsoever. We actually did pretty much nothing for Easter.
So children can see ghosts, natural form, even though they're in another form. I don't know if they can see them necessarily, but they can pick up on things, you know, the children. In episode 4, the girl definitely does know that there is like a monster next to her, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of like if the monster chooses to reveal itself, you know. In the series, basically, these creatures, they're not like Like they exist, and the people deal with them. You know, they know they exist. Some people avoid them, but they're not usually harmful, so that's why they don't really, you know, they're not too scared of them. I guess like this blue guy, he's not super scared of it. But anyways, that's all I want to say about that. I don't want to go too much into interface stuff. So speaking on kids again and going back to my theory, the two children have been seeing interface far more aware of spirit. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're more in tune with it than when the adults would be, I guess. Is this another video in the same vein as thermonuclear bomb? Yes, it is. I feel you have quite a dystopic feel to your videos. Do you believe that nuclear war is inevitable? I don't think it's inevitable. I don't think it's going to happen. It would be such a detriment to both countries. Like it just doesn't make any sense. I don't think it's going to happen. Not inevitable. I mean, it could happen.
What are you talking about?
Like nuclear holocaust.
No, it's not gonna happen.
What YouTubers have you subbed to? Well, I can show you actually. Let me just pull up my YouTube subscriptions.
Also, obviously, the best time to buy Easter chocolate is after Easter, because that's when they want to sell it all.
If you're interested in seeing my subs, I got Findleford here, which I recommend. He's hilarious. West is pretty funny sometimes. Timotainment makes some good meme videos. Gasimer is a fan, I think. He's also making his own animated series. So you should check that out if you want to. Ruby McRubrub is in the chat. He's making some funny stuff. Dull Chair is also a fan of the channel, and I really enjoyed some of his videos, like Morgan Freeman's Amazing Adventure. So you should check that one out for sure. Zico is super underrated as well, and he's also a fan of the channel. And check out his lamb sauce video by Gordon Ramsay of Gordon Ramsay. It's pretty funny. I don't know about this guy. This guy makes some really strange videos, but for some reason, I still watch them sometimes. They're just some meme stuff, I guess.
Who's that guy that makes that, like, Australian party with that weird woman that goes into a guy's butt? Or, no, wait, it's a jock that goes into a woman's butt.
Oh, that there's an animator. I forget his name, though. I don't know what it's called.
That guy makes me laugh.
This guy, Super Magical Dead Guy, is usually in the stream as well, and he makes some hilarious, like, kind of really weird videos. I thought they were. I don't want to play them because they're not my videos, but check them out. Some of these people. So you guys have probably seen this guy. He does these like Hank Hill recuts. Like I think he is like one of the original YouTube poop guys, but his stuff is like a cut above all the others. So check him out, and they're really surreal. Kabita's Kitchen. It's like Indian food. I'm half Indian, so I was making some Indian food. And,
now they know.
And they're like pretty straightforward recipes.
They're all in like Hindi, so no one can understand what you say.
Wayne Stop Enterprises. This is like Red Pilot Sun with a bunch of other animators. The Wheezy too, I think. I try to get some. They're really long. I mean, some of them are good. Personally, I like the animators on their own channels, though. I feel like they're stronger because, again, they like their own voice. But check this one out, too, though. You'll probably like it. Sweeneasy is what his name is. You guys probably seen him because his videos are similar in their drawing nature, I guess, with pixel art and stuff. Different. Actually, some of them are, you know.
Yeah, so you can watch both streams with that link.
Who else is there here? Who's John Din? Oh, this guy. I found him on Reddit. I don't know. I just subscribed to him because he's a young guy making some funny videos. It wasn't, you know. Who else is there? Surreal Entertainment. You guys have probably seen some of these before. Maybe. I thought they were good. Yeah. Some of the memes are kind of run to the ground, but, you know, still funny to watch. And that's about it. I mean, there's a few others in here. I don't think I missed too many that I... Yeah, so that's... Okay, those are my subs. I wonder, are they public? Like, I wonder if I can just make them public. So that way you can just... Oh, I don't know how to do this. Just give me a second here. As for inspiration, I can't really answer that question. I'm not good with inspiration sort of stuff. I mean, in the description, check out the description below. There's a little bit of a...
What brands of oil paint am I using? Here, let me show you.
I don't know how to show my subscriptions publicly, but I just showed you them. So I mean, you can go back after the stream's done. Check them out. Some of those guys are good. Zico is really good. I like him. You know.
This one is actually a local brand.
Do you prefer old Roksop over the new Roksop? I actually don't. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Roksop, maybe. I haven't listened to enough of them to know the difference between their old stuff and their new stuff. All I know is I like some of their songs. Not all of them. Which is the case with a lot of musicians, I guess. Have you ever seen Joe and Senior Pello because they're both hilarious? No, I haven't. I'm gonna have to look that up now, I guess. Oops. Joe. I'm guessing this is the channel. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'll subscribe to him. I'll check it out later.
He is back. Oh,
So,
he is.
Yeah. For some reason, I think I only subbed because of the Thomas Nuclear video.
These actually fine. These are.
Yeah, I mean that's where most of the views came from. Most of the subs came from 13. Like I got like 10,000 subs just from that video. Okay, so I'm going to put the chair closer to him just so I can animate him sitting.
Like I was saying, these are a lot more concentrated in pigment. This one, this is like the cheapo brand. So like you see the quantity you get, but there's a reason for that. And this one's also, I think, these aren't synthetic, maybe?
Have you got any pets? I have a burb named Pearl. I don't have any pets.
Synthetic.
My parents have a cat, and we were babysitting a cat, or taking care of someone's cat, a couple weeks ago. I don't have one though. So it's the apartment that I live in is too small, and I would feel like it wouldn't. It's dangerous for them to go outside in the city, so that's why I don't have one.
I have not used Holland brand. I could try it, but I wouldn't have a place to buy it. It's really depends what's in the store. I also got Polish paints. Here, I'll hold this up. I find these are amazing, actually. My aunt bought me these.
If an executive approached you and offered you the opportunity to create your own TV show, would you create something original, expand on interface / McDonald's videos? I would probably do something with the interface stuff because I don't know how much you can do with the McDonald's stuff if it's legitimate. You know what I mean? Because it's like trademarked characters or something, right? So I'd probably do something with the interface stuff. Actually, if like say Adult Swim wanted to do something, I would be interested in doing that. So there he goes, turns, and now he's gonna sit. But you can see how the lighting is on the wrong side, so I will try to fix that. If I can figure out my layers here. There we go. I wonder if he'd like my video games. It's kind of creepy. You should, Ruby McRub, you should make some gameplay videos and post on your channel. That way I'll definitely see them. I would like to see it. Hey, Justin, can you throw something at Carolina so we can verify they're actually in the same room? Yes, I have a paper airplane. Hold on. Hopefully it doesn't smack into her pan. Oh! I almost gave you a paper cut. Sorry, Carolina. There. You can. There's my verification. What was the inspiration for the interface and your art style? So I've already answered this one before, but it's definitely like the video game Full Throttle and some of the other YouTube animators like Red Pilot Sun. Okay, now I gotta start drawing him sitting down.
I really like that artist.
Red Pilot Sun?
No, someone talking to me in my chat, but he won't stop talking the entire time.
I'm sorry. Okay. This is where it gets difficult.
Yeah, I really like that Polish artist. I know exactly who he is. I found his work like maybe 8 years ago. He does some really interesting, creepy art. And I don't know where these paints are made actually. If it's just labeling that's Polish or if they're actually made in Poland, but it doesn't say like made in
Mammy,
Germany or
just
anything
wanted
on
to
it.
stop by and say you're fucking insane in the best way possible. You legend. Well, thank you.
The brand is Astra.
Jacosaurus?
Look it up,
The
see
word is
yourself.
just, text is too small, but thank you. I love how character animated your laugh just now. Red Pilot Sun is also an inspiration to me. Yeah, I mean, he's a great channel. I like his channel. I wish he uploaded more often. So I'm going to have him bend at the knees. This is going to look really messed up, I know it. Give him a nice juicy booty. Ugh. There we go.
What got you into painting in the first place? I don't know, that was a really long time ago. I've been painting for like 15 years. I think it was because I wanted to be popular at school, to be honest. So So I started drawing. That was like the only thing I was good at. So, and then I just discovered I like art.
What I like about the interface is that the Magritte dude never talks to the mischief. Oh yeah, yeah. It's like kind of like, you know.
Are you Polish, Engelsmag?
It's like Grand Theft Auto 3 almost. You know, where the main character doesn't talk. I think it helps people relate to him more because they can kind of put themselves in his shoes. You know. Now, at this point, I should just be copying and pasting his head, because it's be easier. Turn off the onion skinning here. I just called into the clinic. Seems someone's dog has stepped on a bee. See y'all, good to go. Oh, all right. See you later. I wanna get girls with my drawings, but it doesn't work because all of the other things that I'm not good at.
Well, it didn't really work for me either, so. In case you're wondering, and that like makes you appealing, not really. No.
Oh my God, what's happening? See, here's the thing I don't like about Photoshop. Is the copy and paste tools are really messing up. I don't know what's going on now.
No, a lot of my favorite artists are slapping into the way of thinking. Well, that's cool. Are you familiar with...
Is this for interface or something else? This is for something else. It's a bonus video. I'm working on episode 6 of interface, but I need more time. So I'm doing a bonus video so I can work out some of the story and stuff and the dialogue for interface. Because that one is a little bit more, it's like more, requires more planning. The bonus videos, I kind of like think of something funny and then just draw it. But the interface stuff is a little bit more difficult for me. Ruby McRubrub asks to you, Carolina, you couldn't get girls as well, but aren't you hetero?
No, I'm not.
So she said no, she's not.
You can't get girls no matter what you try. How about that?
What do you mean?
There's no method to it.
There's no method to it?
No. Nothing works, guys.
Nothing works?
Nothing.
This is going to be so messed up. I'm drawing this wrong. Oh, God. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better.
If someone figures it out, you can send me some instructions to my email. Sandy color. Not what I need, but
There. Sort of. Caroline is into those muscle girls, trust me. Well,
what?
I'm glad I caught the stream. Thanks for answering the question, Justin. Love your work and love you. No, thank you, Ken. Thank you for stopping in. We got 46 people. Actually, we got 48 people today. a lot of people.
I'm not familiar with Polish poster painting. Any suggestion artist-wise? I'll have to get back to you with that, but if you look up anything post-World War II, you will find lots and lots of Polish poster art.
Now, because this is like an in-between frame, it doesn't have to be perfect, because you're only going to see it for like half a second, and it's not going to repeat. So,
Not gonna explode.
it might look a little rough.
It's under control.
Do you know Shadman? Yeah, I've actually seen in some of his drawings. They're pretty funny.
It's a good research project for me, though. I will look some up, and I'll get back to you.
People usually say like, "God damn it, Shadman." This stuff is so funny. I usually just see it when someone posts it on Reddit or something. I don't like look it up for it. Are you scared Carolina will leave you for a more muscular woman? What can I say? I cannot compete with those muscular women. Oh, maybe it is 19. Let me just refresh the counter. Sometimes it like lags and stuff. Oh, it's only there's only 24. Well, not only. That's quite a bit more than I'm used to. Still.
What?
People in the stream.
24 people?
Yeah.
Where did half of them go?
The view counter was just the cache needed to be refreshed.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. It's just Streamlabs being crabby.
Have you threatened Dalibut twice today?
Me?
Yeah.
No. Why is he always trying to pick a fight with me? That's much frustrating. I've been sitting here quietly.
Carolina's lying.
I don't like this color at all.
No one's leaving. I mean, honestly, my stream is a little bit dry. It is me sitting here struggling to draw Teletubbies. I mean, it is. I don't think the stream will ever be like super popular because I can't compete with like video
Really?
games.
I think you already have more viewers than like most video game people.
Really?
Yeah. But you know what? Honestly, like I don't understand the appeal of watching people play video games that you don't know.
Well, sometimes if they have funny personalities.
Yeah.
But I would rather play the video game myself.
Hey, Schmuckleberry. Welcome. Alright, the lighting is really good. Did you start with grayscale? No, I didn't. I didn't use grayscale. I just plunked it down the way it is. I repainted it many times, though.
If you want more views, add a clickbait title and boobs in the thumbnail. Yeah, probably. I mean, I could draw Tinky Winky with some really large boobs, but I might actually get in trouble on YouTube or something. So
Yeah.
I will avoid that.
Don't do that.
Okay, his eyes are gray. So. And then I think they go like this. And they're black in the center.
Fix that in.
And down here, just got a little TV screen. Oops.
So, yeah, you figured it out. Good job, Ella.
These buttons disappear.
So me and Justin are streaming at the same time, and here's a.
Mamie is now
link to
streaming sexy animating with my sexy model girlfriend. Not clickbait, gone sexual.
it. Justin's really great at sharing airspace by talking over me the whole time.
Next time, I will get a microphone pointed directly at my mouth, so I can isolate. I can whisper. I can do an ASMR stream.
Yeah, sensual ASMR stream.
I can just talk like this.
Just
I can just talk
listen to his gravelly voice.
very quiet. This is a very quiet stream.
Stop it! I don't like that. I don't like ASMR.
Is Carolina my sister? No, she's my girlfriend. I mean, we've been dating for like 9 years. We just haven't gotten married.
We've been dating inside of a house for 9 years.
We've been together for 9 years. It's basically my common law
Stop saying
partner.
dating.
We're gonna get married someday. Justin, do you sing at all? No, I don't sing. Sorry. All right. So what we have here is
How are you doing, Ella?
a Tinky Winky in the process of sitting. Give him a little bit of this outline.
Still working on fixing the shadows in this. I will post some references I'm using in my Discord later,
Oh, he's missing his mouth.
because I found something that looks more like what I want to paint.
Now I think for the next frame is going to be a smear.
And Justin's drawing Teletubbies.
So if you know what a smear is in animating, it's basically like a frame that looks really fucked up. So what will happen is it will look like he sits down really fast. I mean,
Thank you.
this is kind of like a precursor to the smear.
It's getting less and less confusing.
Alright, so next frame. Actually, I don't even need. Oh, jeez. Losing my mind. Okay. Excuse me. Pencil tool. Alright, so face is going to go down this way into the chair, ears.
Who are your influences? I would say Van Gogh is my biggest influence, honestly. I know it sounds cheesy, but I really like brushes and I like how he paints it specifically.
Hopefully this smear works out.
And for this kind of painting that I'm doing, my references are more like American Western painting, so like the cowboys and like Indian kind of stuff. I really like how they paint light and the atmosphere and the drama they put into the paintings. You should just Google American Western art and you'll see what I mean. I saw an exhibition about paintings like that recently and it was pretty inspiring, I guess.
Wow, you've been on stream for almost 2 hours. Yeah, it's a little bit longer than usual. Long stream. I'm gonna stream until this segment is finished. So usually I only stream for like an hour or two. This might be like 3 hour stream.
Enjoy it and keep going.
I'm learning French in school, so it's hard. Yeah, French is quite kind of difficult.
Not really.
For me, it's difficult. I still can't speak it properly.
That's because you only speak one language, so.
Yeah, well, it's difficult. I don't have a French person to practice with. Carolina speaks French too, but it's like Je suis d'un pamplemousse. How does your face tracking thing work? There's a program with Adobe called
Just me doing pamplemousse. That's not right, but I could try.
Yeah. There's a program with Adobe called Character Animator, and it tracks your webcam. You have to draw like the frames for the mouth and the nose and the mouth and the ears and stuff.
What are you trying to say? If you're trying to say I am a grapefruit and it's just sweet and pamplemousse, what you're trying to say is like I'm
cool.
inside of a grapefruit.
It's a cool feature. Not many people use it. It takes a while to set up. You need some patience, but I set it up and it's working really good. It's like a new program, basically. So this is like the smear of the Teletubby. You'll only see it for 1, maybe 2 frames. Look at French TV news. Yeah, I do sometimes, as much as I do. It's not that bad. Actually, I can understand French a lot better than I can speak it. So.
This is just an easy to live with. I don't know, I get frustrated with him sometimes. But if you compare him to an average guy, definitely.
Hey man, I love the most recent video. Your content is very unique. Gray Fox, thank you. I appreciate the comments. And welcome to the stream. So now you can kind of see maybe where the smear. Oops. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, he's one of the best ones, I think. And
you're probably like, what the hell? This is a weird looking.
A lot of his work was in the museum. And when you look at it close, it's
so
like really
it's good. You can kind of see what's going on. It's gonna be like, he's gonna be like a Jello boy, you know.
What are you doing? That's a scary frame.
You can see it?
Yeah, I got it up on my phone.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh, you know what? I'm missing a few blurs of his eyeballs.
That's really creepy.
Give him another black line for his eyes.
Get Justin to stop making noises. Apparently they don't like your noises, so.
Never. Okay, so now you'll be sitting in the chair. Everything will be all right again. Just duplicate this.
So starting to finally look like something. Today I wanted to paint in some of this foreground in, so I need to look up some garbage pictures. Just really quickly. Paint on my phone.
Happy Easter, Sean Marcus. Happy Easter. Super speed. Yeah, he's gonna be really. Maybe what happens when he smacks into the chair? I'll have the chair like lean back a bit too. Be like, okay. Now to draw his voluptuous body again.
Deaf people hate themselves. Not sure what you mean.
Oops. Oh no. Okay.
Sure why I need a
I need to like get his frump.
Put some plastic bottles.
Does that look right to you? He looks like he's a little low. He like shrinks. Tinky Winky has a dad bod. Yeah. He shrinks a little too much. I think he goes too low. Yeah. Let me just fix him a little bit. Oops. It's because the chair is so small. I should make his legs like bunch up. Oh yes, that's gonna be good.
Thanks for stopping in my stream, Dingles Mac. Hope you come back sometime. I stream more regularly than Justin does. I paint on my stream. I paint at least once or twice a week.
Okay. Let's put in some purple color. Bring his legs up to his chest and make him hold his knees. Yeah, that's a good idea.
You go on my
Like,
panels, you can see all the links to my stuff, and you can go to my store.
okay.
I also do commissions if you're interested. Do you hang any of your own paintings in the house? Yeah, we do that because we have no place to put them. So every inch of our walls is actually covered in paintings.
Is his left arm melting into his side? Yeah. Yeah, it's gotta be. It's rough at first. It will be. It'll be fixed a little bit. That's good. Sweet. Okay. There we go. green, put his face color back. Yes.
What is that?
It's his movement into the chair. I feel like I have an opportunity here to. Okay, no, it's. There. This is bothering me now. And then his TV's missing. Umami, have you heard of but haven't who have you heard of but haven't subbed to? Well, there's a lot of them actually. I don't know. It's hard for me to remember them. I don't know. Scott Christopher Wood just pledged $3. Hey Scott, thank you very much. Thank you for pledging. Hopefully you enjoy some of those bonus musics and stuff on the Patreon there.
Bonus music.
Please add those sound effects to the file. Yeah, right. Reminds me of Cyanide and Happiness, where the guy can sit anywhere. And he got cancer. How long does it take you to make a vid?
That's another one for the FAQ.
I gotta add that one to the FAQ. I get asked it a lot, but basically a long time. Like this bonus video is gonna be 30 seconds long, and it's probably gonna take me upwards of 20 to 30 hours. So it takes a while. I mean, I just started streaming this, and I think I'm at like 2.5 hours already, so I'm actually not doing so bad. Because this is kind of a complicated shot. Sort of. It's not like a still image, basically, is what I'm saying. Which I get away with a lot in my animations. I try to keep them minimal on purpose, because otherwise they would take way, way, way too long to animate. What do you spend most of your free time doing apart from animating? Well, either working or so I go outside sometimes. I mean, it's been tough because it's the winter time over here in Montreal, but I like to go biking sometimes. And, I mean, I don't do it as much as I used to. I used to snowboard. It's tough. I mean, it's expensive and. But
He works out.
I go to the gym, try to at least once a week.
You have to stay competitive with the muscle girls.
Yeah, I can't let those muscle girls steal Carolina away from me. So, you know. Hey, Julia. Just get wait, Kim. Minamahai? Thank you. The stream is chill. I mean, it's not a crazy stream. It's just me just sitting here drawing. Julia says, do you storyboard your stuff? And the answer is no. Because essentially what I'm doing here is basically storyboard quality drawings. So if I mess something up, I'll just redraw it. So rather than do a storyboard, I'll just start right from the beginning. It's good to see you making such unique vids, but you don't sound like an edgelord in real life. You just introduced. Very refreshing. Well, thank you, Mahuba. Yeah, if you leave Carolina alone for 1 second, she will be swarmed by the muscular girls. Yes, it is true. So, I really enjoyed the pink character. Hey, Dick Turd. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so what I got now is him walking, which I will animate more in After Effects. And then he turns, and he sits into his chair. I'm not going to have the chair lean back and stuff. It's just going to be difficult for me to do, I think. Wonder if I should make this even shorter. Just one frame. Oh, you know what I should do? Is have the chair slide back. That's what I'll do. So he'll slam into it, and it'll be like, and he'll slide over here. Okay. Hudson, hey, thank you. Yeah, the first 3 videos are kind of like shit posts, but then I decided to take it in a different direction to differentiate myself a little bit. So at this point, he's just going to be sitting here, and he's going to do like that kind of gyration effect that I add. It just kind of gives it some dimension. Have the chair break under his weight from that thickness. Do you pre-plan your script stories, or is it a lot of straight? Is it straight ahead as you go? The stories I do. Sometimes I write a script. Like if I have to hire a voice actor, like in episode 3, I wrote a script. And I do have it in my head, kind of what I want to do. I don't write it down though, which I probably should do. It's just I can't for some reason. I don't have the patience for that. I don't know why. There is a script, like an arc to the story that will become apparent after everything's done, but it's not like a traditional. I mean, I really should be doing things in the script. It would make things a little bit easier. But since it's just myself basically doing these, I don't really bother. If I had a team of people, I'd probably have have a script done and stuff. So, oops. Will you see a cameo? Will we see a cameo from Carolina in Interface? I asked her if she wanted to do a voiceover because I need her to do something, and she got really embarrassed. So probably not. I mean, unless she I don't know. We'll see.
You gonna force me to do it?
Games do you play sometimes, Umami? The last game I really completed, like all the way to the end, was The Witcher 3. I like that a lot. It's a good game.
You finished GTA 5.
Also GTA 5, yeah. It's true. Thank you, Maxi Minimal. Do you have any intents on making specific videos in the future? There was a video I have in mind of Toy Story, like a Toy Story meme. I might do it as a bonus video, but I'm gonna wait until they come out with the new movie so I can capitalize on those views. Plus, I have to do Interface Episode 6 and other things too. So this is a video I've been planning to do for a while. I just haven't had time to do it.
Yeah, about 3 weeks. I'm planning it forever.
What, the Teletubby one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's only been like 3 weeks. But you should get her to do a thumbnail. Get her to do you a thumbnail. Oh yeah, I should probably do that. Okay, so look, he's gyrating, right? Well, not gyrating. It's just kind of flickering, kind of. So I can repeat those frames, and it won't look so cheap. It'll look like he's alive. So let's turn this on. Okay, getting close. Your animations remind me of a guy I knew a year ago named Nicholas Fedorov. Any inspiration from him or people like him, like Red Palette? Well, definitely Red Palette Sun. I haven't heard of Nicholas Fedorov though. Let me look him up. Maybe I might have seen some of his animations. Excuse me. Oh, is that I think I've seen some of his videos before. They're like these weird 3D things. Yeah, I've seen them before. Some of them. How come, does he have an actual channel? Because I can't seem to find his channel. All I see is re-uploads. Well, it's like that Chef Boyardee guy who had his own channel and made those Dilbert animations. And then he deleted his whole channel. He cut all connections with me and everyone he knew. He got all weird. I say because most of his shit is deleted now, yeah. That's weird. Why would he do that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe people get like too popular and they can't deal with it or something, or they feel like they have to do it forever and they don't want to stop and disappoint people. Or I know the Chef Boyardee guy deleted his channel for some reason. I thought his stuff was pretty good.
Maybe things got weird and someone started stalking him.
I don't know, maybe. Okay, so I think I have the base animation done. I can go into Photoshop and Premiere and After Effects and animate him.
That would be really bad.
So what I will do now is isolate the chair onto its own layer. Save this as. I already got the background layer, and I will save this as its own layer. I should have done that first. Whatever. Delete that. Delete the chair. Open chair. Same thing. Get rid of this. Chair. Oop. Spoilers on there. Don't want to look at those spoilers. Interface episode 6 stuff, basically. Background, just condense this and save it. Alright, now, time to open up Premiere. Just give me a second here. All right. No, do not look in there. Let's open up this. So now you guys can actually get a better idea of how I do the animations, because I did the hand-drawn stuff in Photoshop. You can see how it all comes together when I do it in Premiere and After Effects. So, excuse me, background layer, chair, and the chair is going to be like that. Oh, Mammy, watch videos from Breezy, please. I'll look them up and I'll add them. Perhaps I will subscribe to his stuff.
All right, quick, everyone.
Okay. So, the first like 8 frames is him walking. It's a walk cycle, so I can cut that. Do I draw with a mouse or a tablet? I draw with a tablet. The tablet I use is a Wacom PTK 640. And I was looking them up on eBay the other day, and I think you can get them for like $50, so they're pretty cheap. Yeah. They're pretty old.
Yeah.
It works fine with me. That's all I need it for. I mean, if I was doing higher resolution stuff, it might like lag. I don't know, but it's fine. Is the spoilery part the beginning? Yeah, I mean, it's not the interface stuff that you might have seen for like 1 frame there. It's just like the beginning of it, so it's not the end of the world if you saw what it was. So that might be a little long. So what I'm going to do now is mesh this Tinky Winky blocks 6 and going to use the transform tool instead of the animate tool because there is a reason to keep the pixels perfect. Turn this off. This final position will be there. Position. This is set to the wrong frame rate, so I will change this to 15 seconds, 15 frames a second. That's important because it was too smooth. See how he like slides there? That's not good. Oh, what is going on? Okay, these last couple. Do you keep a sketchbook? I used to when I was in university. I don't do it anymore though. Carolina, can you please link the Twitch stream just so I can alternate? Here, maybe I can do it for you.
Really? You can figure it out?
Yeah, hold on.
Like,
I'm already confused.
yep.
My chat box is asking me for permissions and stuff.
What?
Oh, I got in there now. It's okay. I got a friend called Joey Zambolovitz, 2003. He's got minus 5 subs and reviews mold he finds in his drain pipes, on the drain pipes. You should probably collab with it. You know, if someone was to review the mold that they found on their drain pipes, I feel like that would actually be a popular channel on YouTube. Okay, so he sits down, slams into his chair, and now I just need to make the chair slide back, right? So what I'm going to do is nest this sequence within this sequence. I don't even have to use After Effects, I don't think. Unless I want to have them rotate.
What food is your favorite, Justin?
Which I'm not sure I want to do. What food is my favorite?
Yeah.
I like Indian food a lot. And nachos.
My favorite food? I don't know what's my favorite food.
I'm just going to call it TW slides.
I like yogurt
So I nested that within that, and now
with
right
stuff in it.
here I can animate this with the transform
Like
tool.
nuts and granola.
It's very important to uncheck this if you want it to be pixel perfect. So it actually needs to, he slams into it so quickly. I feel like it's too much. He goes too far. So what I will do is I'll undo what I just did there. and have the chair actually be here and possibly down a bit. That looks better. Now I can do it. Nest it.
This guy's here today.
And thank you, Aganem, and also thank you for your donation down there. I appreciate you hanging out with us today, and everyone else, of course.
Oh, is he leaving?
Yeah, he said no.
See ya. Thanks for going my stream.
Hey, all, I'm back and at my clinic. Not like anyone cares. So how was the dog? Were you able to remove the stinger from his foot or his paw?
Hey, Nope, how you doing? Welcome back.
Oh no! What is going on? Tinky Winky, no! Oh, jeez. There seems to be an issue
With Tinky Winky?
with Tinky Winky.
What's happening?
Sliding all over the place.
Oh, what? That's weird.
No, I can't read his username. They're like two little dots, but I think he works at a veterinarian office.
Oh, yeah?
It probably shows up on YouTube, but I'm using an app for the chat box, so.
People with their cool usernames.
Oh, see, okay, here's the issue.
Yep. I have to censor the stream. Twitch rules. I don't want to get banned. Not that I got affiliate, so. How you doing, Lazy Lore? This is better. This is too opaque for a hazy Western made kind of look. I'm not hungry, don't feel tired anymore.
There we go. Okay. Well, Mamie, are you from Florida? I am from Montreal. Well, I'm not from Montreal. I live in Montreal. I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Anyways, where's the other stream? Type in Art Carolina and you'll find it. I think is that what you're talking about? Emergencies cost less surgery involved.
Why don't you save this link? Okay?
Hey, I think you'd really like the music of Ryuichi Sakamoto.
So me and my
Yellow
boyfriend
Magic
are doing
Works.
a multi-stream.
I'm a big gorilla fan.
He doesn't want to do stuff, so I have to keep posting like.
Okay, I'm getting to the point where he slides back. Right here, slams into a chair. Can merge these into its own nest. So there you go, slides. And transform tool. position. And so it will also have a speed ramp. See? More natural, right?
Mm-hmm. Hey, hello, how are you doing?
Like that. So comes in. Oh, I like that. Can you guys see this? Oh, that is good. What happened? Go back to single screen. Ah, I just confused myself again. There we go. Okay. So, you are looking at about,
So cute.
geez, when did I start? 1:30? It's like 3 hours of work just for this. But I'm pretty happy how it turned out. That looks pretty good. You know what I could do is add a little bit of rotation.
This is what's going on right now.
So when he sits down, it like slightly goes backwards. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, I'll undo it. So at this point, he sits down and then it rotates.
You guys want some music?
Oh, gotta set his center anchor point.
Thank you, hello.
Oh no, that's annoying.
I know, right? We're off by a few people and then the whole squad are here. I don't know if Bella's still here.
Let me just adjust a few things. Should have set the anchor point first, but basically it's the point of rotation. So now I will go back, select both of my positions and modify them down. That didn't work. I think you know what, maybe I'll just nest it again.
Where is the flower? Looks like it was meant to be.
I think I undid too much.
Well, Justin started streaming and then I wanted to stream, so now it's just kind of a multi-stream because you would hear him anyway in the background, so.
I love looking at those weird hand-drawn tweening frames. There's a whole blog about that sort of stuff. I forget what it's called. Yeah, I know what you mean. They're weird. He's
really bad at defining stuff.
Some animations have some really crazy ones, but it really adds a lot of like a really tactile feel. That doesn't feel so stiff, you know? Okay, so what happens here? Now he's going to rotate, so I have to get the transform tool again. And what I'll do is put the anchor point where his rotation should occur. Actually, I think it's right here, isn't it? Turn this off. I'm going to position back down. Just like that. Okay, so right here, rotation, next frame, rotation. Well, then the anchor point's still off. What? I thought I set it. Why is there two of them? Okay, let's try that. Oh, you know why? It's because yeah, you have to do it like the position and the anchor tool at the same time. There. Now it should work. Okay, so now the rotation tool should work. Next frame. Ah, there we go. Yes. Slide. And then back to 0. Oof. Looking a little bit weird. Hello. Hey, Nose 3. Albino Productions. Do you accept Bitcoins? I should have set that up. I don't have a Bitcoin wallet or an Ethereum wallet if people prefer to help out the channel that way. Unfortunately, I don't. Sorry.
Let's use real money.
I will. I will try to get that set up sometime. Animation smear was the term I was looking for. Animation smears was on the Tumblr blog. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool to look at that stuff. So I don't like how he like does this little weird thing at the end. So I'm gonna zoom in here. I don't know why he's doing that. Maybe if I adjust this thing. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing, so just bear with me here. Oh, that looked worse. Ooh, that looks like a rock. Maybe if I adjust this one. Whoa. That doesn't look right.
So I'm gonna post some references in my Discord, but
you know what? Maybe he'll just like he'll slide and he'll slam down. So this keyframe should be the same as this one. It's like seems like he's going down though. Maybe just the okay. So what I'll do is have this position shift.
Something that looks like the lighting I'm trying to go for.
And then goes down. Hey, that's looking all right. Okay, let's see. Is it possible to play music for us, even if it's quiet? Yeah, I can do that. I'm actually just wrapping up the stream now, but let's see. I can only play stuff I have rights to. So it's basically my own music. Let me know what's going on. I guess there's really no point in me doing this because I'm about finished for today. It's been like 3 hours. So that is it. Tinky Winky walks over and slides to a finish. I'm gonna do some adjustments to this, but that's basically the animation right there. That's it. I am done this shot for today, and just wanted to say thank you guys for stopping in and watching me animate, and for those who have pledged and for those who have contributed. I really appreciate your support. Also, I appreciate you guys just coming in and watching this stuff. So thank you guys. Next time I do a stream, it might be a couple of weeks. I mean, maybe I'll do it more often. I don't know. Check out the Discord if you haven't checked it out already. There's a contest in there. You can win a t-shirt, an interface t-shirt. All you have to do is draw a character that would exist in the interface series and upload it. So to find my Discord, just go to my YouTube channel and click the About page, and there's a link there for the Discord. And that's it. Alright, talk to you guys later. Thank you.